Hello everyone and welcome back to Mega Man on the Nintendo Entertainment System. I am one more sheep yet again. And today we are gonna finish off this game once and for all. We're gonna stop Dr.Wily. We are gonna take on his castle and destroy it and burn it to the ground. So yeah, now we're pretty much on the last stretch now, folks. The next 15 minutes is literally us taking on old bosses again and moving on. So yeah, this game features a boss rush, something that actually pretty much every Mega Man game has. And the problem with the boss rushes in this franchise is they're awkward to deal with, and if this boss rush is handled differently to the rest of the franchise because it's actually part of the level. In later games in the series, I'm going to actually cut out all boss rushes, or I'll speed them up with like music in the background or something, because you guys don't want to see that all that much. Unfortunately, they're part of the level overall in this Mega Man game, so I'm going to leave them in. But hey, the bosses always come in this exact same pattern, and basically if you beat them once, just use the same tactics to beat them the second time. And honestly, it's quite easy. Your biggest threat in this level overall is just the obstacles that are trying to stop you but above this huge bottomless pit. Basically, needless to say, if you go into the bottomless pit, you die. So be careful of that. Just sort of continue moving, dodge everything. Everything once you're dead in this game, just remember that. And it should be cool. Of course, fortunately, there's a 1-up right by there, an extra man. So if you are low, pick that up, or pick it up anyway. I really would recommend it. Because extra health, extra lives are really useful to have in a game this notoriously difficult. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm making most of this game actually look quite easy, but trust me, this game, it will destroy you in the face your first time playing at the very least. And even this run isn't a perfect run. I've done better runs than this one, but it would have taken too long to get a perfect run with. So there we go. As in, I don't have the time to physically bring myself to do a perfect run of the game, which is a shame because I would like to show off this game with perfect skill, but them's the breaks, huh? Anyway, just continue moving down here. The lightning attack, which I'm using right now, is actually the best attack in the entire game, or at least I feel it is, so be sure to use this to electrocute every enemy on the planet. And once you reach this last room here, equip Fireman's Weapon, which I haven't actually shown off yet. Fireman's Weapon, basically, you shoot fireballs at people, and you get this little force field that surrounds your body while you're shooting. And it's very useful against this guy, because you're fighting yourself! Yes, that's right, you're fighting yourself. So basically, just the best way I haven't got really any tactics to this. I just sort of stand still and shoot him. Using Fireman's Weapon is really useful because he'll usually try and jump close to you. Unless he gets stuck into a loop like this where he's just going to jump forward and then try and jump back. He usually tries to stay to the sides of the level if that's any help. But anyway, that is Clone Mega Man defeated. Which now leads us on to the penultimate level. That's right, 2 more stages now. Oh, it's feeling tingly. Of course, now we're actually entering the sewage system of the castle, so hopefully you guys don't have a big fear of dirt and muck or whatever kind of rubbish crap can be in sewers. You see what I mean, because it's a sewer. Anyway, basically you're in the castle sewage system, so what you want to do is basically do what you've been doing all the way through this game now, dodging everything you can. The main run-up by here is actually probably one of the hardest parts of the level, but once you actually get to the point where the entire cavern gets flooded, the stage really becomes exceptionally easy, and it's literally just a straight line. There we go. Now it's a straight line, and just keep shooting. And you'll make it to the boss fight in no time. The boss fight being the big challenge of the stage, actually. The stage overall is just easy, it's pathetic. But the boss fight, oh my god. I've had hatred of this boss. Granted, I don't hate this boss as much as I hate Yellow Devil, just because Yellow Devil effectively is near impossible to do. This one is good enough to do with... This one's a lot easier than Yellow Devil, but can still give you a few tries if you're unlucky. Basically, you're in this one room, and the boss is like a machine covered by a bubble. And all you need to do is just shoot it with your Mega Buster as it comes out one of the rolls, dodge any mini bubbles that shoots at you, which I didn't see any of them, strange. And fingers crossed you can just get through without getting hurt too much. Every time you destroy him, he'll get faster, so basically keep hitting him until he gets down to pink health, and then you'll want to switch over to Gutsman's weapon. When he's at pink health, which is right now, use Gutsman's weapon, which I'm not doing because I'm an idiot. Pick up one of those blocks and throw the block at him, which basically destroys a huge amount of his health. Basically, when he's down to pink, you can actually use those 4 blocks to kill him in one go, so just use that, trust me. Don't be a fool, be like me. Make videos and talk over them for the internet. Yes, go on. Become one of us. One of us. One of us. Which actually I wouldn't mind, because the traditional type of Let's Play has sort of died off now recently. I don't see many traditional Let's Player type of videos anymore. Like, I search for them, but it's usually just people who are really, really boring, or people who aren't really doing full Let's Plays that just, like, cover a tiny portion of the game, you know. But anyway, be careful not to miss, because if you miss, it could very well spell doom for you whenever the machine comes at you. But anyway, there he is, done and dusted. Exceptionally difficult boss. I'm surprised I actually managed to go through that as smoothly as I did. Yes, but when I call that smoothly, that is an indication of how difficult this boss is. Anyway, what I'm about to show you now is exactly how not to play Mega Man. That is how you don't play Mega Man. But don't worry, basically, whenever you get a game over, it's actually a bit of a blessing in the Wily castles when you get game overs, because yeah, you start at the start of the stage again, but you start at the start of the, oh my god, that's a tongue twister. You start at the start of the Wily's castle area that you're actually in, so I'm still in the 3rd portion, and it recovers all your health, it recovers the majority of your weapon energy, or all of your weapon energy, I'm not entirely sure, I might cut stuff out. Yeah, I think it recovers all your weapon energy, so just, if you're struggling, kill yourself! Yay! Don't you know suicide is always the answer? And just in case there's any suicidal people watching, that is not serious, do not do it. I do not condone that in any way. I'm not even joking, I really don't condone that in any way. But anyway, that's suddenly gone dark and grim, so what we want to do by here in this segment is basically use the magnet beam, and you see that little samurai cross screw attack symbol down there? You're going to want to get that. It is a full recharge of all your weapon energy and all of your health. This is the only Mega Man game you'll see this item in, and you want this item because, well, it helps. It really helps you out. Anyway, Boss Rush Part 2. Now, just like the previous Boss Rush, I'm not really going to speed past it all that much because, honestly, these bosses are pathetic. They don't take that long. But you do want to keep as much health as physically possible, so basically, if you get hurt at Bomb Man part of this fight, restart the level. That's all I can say, just restart the level. You want as much health as physically possible to get through this, because now, right after this boss rush, we're actually going to go straight to the final boss. No cutting, no new level, this is the final run. And plus, you want to keep as much health as physically possible for this geezer here, who is a nightmare. Although, believe it or not, Gutsman, who, as you notice, there's lots of statues of in this castle, because Wily has a bit of a thing for Gutsman, no idea why. Basically, Gutsman might be your worst nightmare on the stage, because you know he's an easy robot master, for some reason he's exceptionally aggressive in this particular stage, and he'll start bouncing towards you. And of course he got that little alcove to the left, which means he can potentially force you into this alcove, and, well, bye-bye. If that happens, which it has before on multiple occasions. I actually died once in this section, I think, earlier on when I was recording this, because, well, he just trapped me and I had no physical way to dodge him or damage him. So, just do your best and hopefully he'll go down without much of a problem. Anyways, time to equip Fireman's weapon, and now it's time to move on to the final battle of the game. Yay! Now, Fireman's weapon is actually really useful to have in this battle for one major reason. You can actually inflict multiple hits at once with this weapon. And I'll tell you how exactly now. Basically, see that giant pink thing there that's it's basically his turret. What you want to do is just jump up to it as close as you can with the Fireman activated, and the shield will count as multiple hits attacking it, which is very useful. Now for this phase by here, you want to equip Electman's thing, because he can also do multiple hits in one go. And just sort of move back and forth. After you move back and make a hit on him, move forward, and the laser blast will just fly right over your head, and just rinse and repeat this. It's actually deceptively difficult. It looks like quite possibly one of the easiest things you'll ever see in your life. Doesn't help by the fact that most of the bullets aren't even showing up on the screen, but hey, it's time to take him on. Seriously though, this boss fight is actually not that bad. We're pretty much done with him now. So one last hit, boom. And that is it. We have stopped Dr.Wily. I'm sure he will never do this ever again. I am sure we won't have another 7 games of this. Well, actually no, it's 9 games of this after this now. I am positive. There is no way that he will ever come back. Ever. Right? Right? Well, anyway, that's the game complete. So that has been Mega Man. Mega Man has dominated the Dr.Wily and restored the world to peace. I can narrate. However, the never-ending battle continues until all destructive forces are defeated. Fight, Mega Man, for everlasting peace. And that has been Mega Man, folks. The original game for the original NES. This is one of the greatest games of all time. If you haven't played this game, I recommend you to find a way to play it. This is available on pretty much the Wii Virtual Console, the Wii U Virtual Console. You can get it through the Mega Man Collection disc on like a GameCube and whatever, if you live in America. If you live in Europe, tough luck, you can't get that over here. I know that because I spent many a day searching for it until I realized, oh, it wasn't released in this country, oh no. Graphics are actually stand up really well considering it's an 8-bit platformer. The music, oh my god. I haven't even touched the music of the game yet. The soundtrack is phenomenal. It's pretty mega, if I do say so myself. The gameplay, although the sequels do the gameplay better, the gameplay is still pretty solid, it handles very well, and it's just a fun to blast through in about a good half hour or so, maybe 40 minutes. An hour if you play badly. Well, 3 hours if you play like a normal person would. So there we go. This Santa Claus, Thomas Light, roll and rock. Thank you all for watching this LP. I really do hope you enjoyed. I've enjoyed making it. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye!